I want to switch gears to music really quick. I was shown this video a few days ago, and I purposely wanted to wait to talk about it. There's a country artist out there by the name of Gavin Adcock. I might be butchering his last name, but at this point, after the stuff I heard, I really don't give a damn. He's a country artist. Had a few choice words for one of the greatest of all time, Beyonce. Take a listen to this.
One of me on the Apple Music country charts, and one of them's Beyonce. You can tell her we're coming for her fucking ass. That shit ain't country music, and it ain't ever been country music, and it ain't gonna be country music.
That sounds familiar, but I'm not gonna get into that. I'll let y'all figure out what I'm talking about. Here's another part. This is the aftermath from that video when he was at a concert. This is the aftermath, so this is probably like a few days later. Take a listen to this.
I'm gonna go ahead and clear this up. When I was a little kid, my mama was blasting some Beyonce in the car. I've heard a ton of Beyonce songs, and I actually remember her Super Bowl halftime show being pretty kick-ass back in the day. But I really don't believe that her album should be labeled as country music. It doesn't sound country, it doesn't feel country, and I just don't think that people that have dedicated their whole lives to this genre and this lifestyle should have to compete or watch that album just stay at the top just because she's Beyonce.
I have a couple of questions for this guy, Gavin. What does country sound like? What does country look like? What does country supposed to feel like? Because I don't know if you know this. You know, whites did not invent country music. You do know that country music dates back to the 19th century and early 20th century. And it was labeled country in the 1920s. Do you know who D4 Bailey is? Arnold Schultz? Because country influenced blues. That's country music. Blacks, us, we made it. So if there was a white, male or female, let's say R&B artist, pop artist, whatever, went over to country and made a country album, would you feel the same way? Did you say the same thing about Post Malone, who started in hip hop? Did you go in front of your fan base and say the same thing and have those same remarks? Because your tone switched from the concert to the aftermath. The beehive must have stung you. You felt the beehive, that's what happened. Did you have those same remarks? Because I feel like I don't want to point to race, but it's kind of starting to feel like that. When I hear the tone from the concert when you was performing, and you had those statements, you made those statements that you made. So when you talk about feel, sound, what's country? Blacks made country. That's what it is. But I think this is why you're mad. Because I like to do my research. I think this is why you're mad. You have one studio album. You're under Warner, the label Warner Music. And I wanted to do my research. I wanted to understand who this Gavin guy is and what is his, accolades. I wanted to know if Gavin had a #1 album on the billboards for country music. In fact, he did not. His first album he dropped was 19 on the charts. Not overall, but in the country music charts. That same album on the Billboard 200 did number 82. He's actually dropping a second album under Warner in August called Own Worst Enemy. So you peaked at number 19 with that album. And you're country. You what country sounds like, but you peaked at 19. Let's see what Beyonce did. Oh shit, she peaked at number 1. Her first time doing country, she peaked at number 1. So again, what does country sound like? Because you can make the argument and say that, oh, she only got number 1 because her name's Beyonce. No. Not only did she get number 1, but she won a Grammy in that same genre that you beloved so much that you think you made. Yeah, it's just you the face of country. That's what it sounds like. You the spokesperson of country music with that same tone. So I'm pretty sure you didn't have that same remarks for Post Malone. You're the only country artist that came out and said something like that. Whereas everybody else that's in country supported her. $19 to 1. That's what it comes down to. And that's the problem that we always have. Because when we see a white artist come into hip hop or R&B, it's no problem. No issue. We don't have that same vendetta towards whites when it comes to hip hop, and we shouldn't. Just don't cross the line and say the N-word, then we're fine. But at the same time, we cross over to country, which y'all did not make. It's a problem. And let's see, because allegedly Act 3 is going to be rock, which, again, another genre that blacks invented. So when I just heard the audio for the first time, when I heard the one when he was at the concert, I thought to myself, like, I know exactly what that sounds like in the background. I know exactly what that sounded like. But again, according to Gavin, it's just because it's Beyonce. Just happened to be one of the greatest of all time. Did Beyonce say something about you? No, because she don't give a damn. She's not going to stoop low. It's no point. Meanwhile, she's on stage. She's doing a stadium tour with this country album. I mean, damn. She's doing a stadium tour with a country album. Meanwhile, Gavin Adcock is performing his at the music hall. Somebody's backyard. And much respect to Gavin. He could be a great country artist. I haven't heard him before. But he got his publicity now. He got his fame now. What he said. But Let's see what his next album do in August. We go from there.